I can't believe I'm actually going to be saying this, because I was wrong about this pick yesterday. The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold, and the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down, and laugh when he's conquered and won. So, if you can believe it, I actually had a pretty good day yesterday in terms of NFL picks. But let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness before I get into that. So, yeah, it's pretty obvious. I'm still feeling sad from yesterday. I mean, that was my last day at Cuba Lake, man. I'm sad. You know, it comes with the territory of having a college in the first place. You know, you can only stay up there for so long until it gets, cold and windy and rainy, and, before you know it, snow is going to start appearing soon. And unless you actually have a winterized cottage, which you can live in all year round, you're going to be completely miserable. But if there is anything I do know, I said this way back in May, but Cuba Lake was formed during the Ice Age. It's not going anywhere. So, I'll just wait out the rest of October, and November, and December, and January, and February, and March, and April, and then May, most of May. So, altogether, you're looking at 7 months, I believe, give or take. So it's going to be a bit of it'll be a wait, but it'll be good. I think it'll be all good. So let's get to my my act of kindness, because a lot of really big stuff happened. For one thing, yesterday was the Wine Glass Marathon, and I don't need to get into that myself because I've done it 4 times. So it's not like any sort of here's the thing, it is a big deal that I ran a marathon at all, but I'm just to this day I'm ashamed that I could never qualify for Boston. And yeah, I know even if I did, there would have been the whole lottery thing, but I wouldn't have cared about that. Just saying that I qualified for Boston would have been enough for me. But I can never do it. I don't want to get into why, but it's going to make me upset thinking about. The point is, yesterday my brother actually ran for the first time. So I got to see him. I left Cuba Lake earlier to go see him finish. And I waited for him after he passed the line. And it was great. So, he doesn't really want anything posting anything, so quickly saying this, congratulations, bro. You're now officially considered a unit. Just don't, actually, I left to go to my folks' place because, the football game was about to come on. But he was sore from what I hear. Like, he couldn't even get out of the car. And I'm thinking, well, that's what happens. And then my mom tells me, she's like, that didn't happen to you. That's because I worked my tail off For those of you who don't know, when I was running and training for marathons, I was doing 2-a-days. And altogether, we're pushing like 10, 11 miles a day. So you better believe, like, when we got to the marathon, I was ready to go. Oh, don't get me wrong, I was still sore later. Absolutely. You're going to be sore after a marathon. But not to the level that my brother was. Let's see. So, my high was seeing my brother finish, spending the afternoon with my folks. My mom made vegetable beef stew for dinner, which was awesome. It had barley in it too. I love barley. Barley, I think, is really underrated when it comes to putting in soup, if you ask me. But it was awesome. And my act of kindness was I helped set the table and helped clear everything off for dinner. So that was nice. So yesterday was a pretty awesome day. I guess considering that I started out the day with, it being, up at Keuka, my final hours up at Keuka Lake, if that really was my last day at Keuka Lake, it was a good last day to have. For me, anyway. So, with that said, happy Monday, everyone. And let's get to the NFL picks that I made yesterday. Still in here, forgot to turn the computer on. It'll be a minute. But I do know that there are some picks I definitely got right that I want. The first pick I literally just gave away is the fact that the Raiders won. I actually wound up being wrong about that one. Which, okay. Oh, another thing I got right. One thing I did get right. Finally, I predicted the Colts would lose, and they lose. Isn't that awesome? So, thank you, Tennessee Titans. I never doubted you guys. All right, let's get to excuse me. Let's get to all of my NFL picks. Okay, so I started off being 0-1 because I was wrong about the Bengals on Thursday. So I wanted to be right about the Vikings. That's 1-1. I was wrong about the Seahawks, so that's 1-2. Wrong about the Jets. I can't believe I was wrong about that one. So 1-3. Wrong about the Giants, 1-4. Right about the Titans, 2-4. Right about the Chargers, 3-4. Wrong about the Falcons, 3-5. Right about the Cowboys, 4-5. Right about the Eagles, 5-5. Right about the Bills, 6-5. Right about the Cardinals, 7-5. Wrong about the Raiders, 7-6. Right about the Packers, 8-6. And then last night I was wrong about the Chiefs, so 8-7. So for once, I actually have a winning record. Hooray! Okay, so any games that particularly stood out to me, I guess? Well, I'll tell you one game that wanted to be really scary. Sorry, I'm really sleepy right now. One game that wanted to kind of scare me a little was the Bills. I mean, they were down 20-3. And they just made like an awesome comeback. Another team that was beginning to surprise me really well was Jacksonville. I really thought I was gonna wind up being wrong about that game, but I wasn't. The Eagles, of course, came back and Jalen Hurts is really starting to come into his own. I hate the fact that he plays for the Eagles, but he really is good. Let's see. What is up with the Broncos? I mean, Russell Wilson is easily the best quarterback they've had since Peyton Manning left back in like 7 years ago. And they're, well, they don't have a losing record, but I thought they'd at least be 3-1. But they're not even there, they're 2-2. I don't know what's going on with Denver. Well, actually, okay. Right now, I do believe the Chiefs are winning the division. I think they are. Hold on. Yeah, the Chiefs are heading that division. So, I mean, I did predict that the Chiefs would be winning that division, I guess. But the Broncos need to really do something if, they want to make the playoffs at all. And before I set this down, I have one last NFL pick to do, and that is tonight's game between the Rams and the 49ers. A rematch of the NFC Championship game last year, as well as a divisional rivalry game. This is a tough call because the 49ers have been playing the Rams crazy good lately. But it's tough. It is. Almost to the point where I'm starting to think that maybe the Rams losing was a bit of an anomaly. Well, actually, they lost to the Bills. Never mind. I don't know what to pick. I don't know what to pick here. Because I actually like both teams. Okay. As far as I know, there's no... Actually, you know what? Trent Williams is out for the 49ers, isn't he? Yeah. I'm picking the Rams. I'm thinking the Rams are going to win this game. Again, I never do scores, but if I have to pick who wins, yeah, I'm picking the Rams. And worst case scenario, I want it to be an 8-8, which is, again, a bit better than, which is better than last week. So, there you go. I can't believe we're already in week 4. Again, he said this yesterday, but September just flew right on by. And, we're not really that deep in the fall either. But it just flew right by. Which makes me wonder if the rest of this year is going to be like this. I mean, it probably kind of hopes it does. Again, 2022 hasn't been what you would consider a great year for me. But there have been some great moments. Unfortunately, again, they're few and far between, usually reserved for the rare major family get-together and holidays. So, God, I'm doing a good job of not letting this out. I really am sleepy. Like, I really am about to, just close my eyes, no, I'm not going to do that, though. Well, unfortunately, there's no One Piece manga chapter, so I can't really do a reaction, sadly. Man, I don't really know. Well, there is one major event that is coming up this week. I don't want to give away what it is just yet, though, because this really was something that's a long time in the making. A really long time. Like, I was not even born yet when this happened. When I was not even born yet when it began. Okay, well, I'm not gonna beat around the bush anymore. I'll tell you what it is. The thing going on this upcoming weekend is my grandparents are celebrating their 70th wedding anniversary. You heard right. 7-0. They've been married for that long. Crazy, right? And this is actually something, like the wedding I went to, I really do have some high hopes for this, especially when I missed their 60th 10 years ago. Not because of anything. For the record, that wasn't my fault. I was in college. And, it didn't make sense for me to go and I was doing cross country guys for college too. So I would have a track meet that probably wasn't at home, and then drive however long it takes to get from where we are to back to my house, and drive another 3.5 hours back to Gettysburg the day after. It just would have been hard and tedious. So I wound up not going to my grandparents' 60th, which, I mean, I had been to their 50th 20 years ago. Gosh, I'm old. But I went to their 50th, 20 years ago. And, usually 50 is, I'd say it's the gold standard, but that's why it's called the golden anniversary. And if they wound up having any more big get-togethers and anniversary parties, I'd be like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. But 70, man. I'm going to have to break out something nice for that party. I can't wait, though. I think it's going to be good. We're going to have a big party. Lots of family members are coming. It should be nice. And I'm really looking forward to it. But we got to get through this week first. Hopefully, I won't let the fact that I'm no longer going to Kukulate distract me. Like, favorite, share, the subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, YouTube. I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys watching. Do it for today. We'll have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. Always everybody, take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.